Hi, today I'm going to be doing a review of the MEDION ERAZER X7817, and it's a new laptop that you can buy from the MEDION website. So here's an overview of the laptop itself. Here's the side. I'll just go through the main features. It's got a that's the microphone jack and the audio jack, and there's the side in and side out audio jacks. Basically, these ports allow you to plug in a 7.1 surround sound system, which is nice for those people that actually have 7.1 surround sound systems. And over here we have 3 USB 3.0 ports and an SD card slot, which is nice to use, even though I personally don't use it. And on the side is a vent for heat to be dissipated, basically. And also, I'll go from the back as well. There's another vent for air to get through, and then these HDMI port, a eSATA port, a VGA port, Ethernet port, and an AC adapter out, and a Kensington lock. Kensington lock, which basically just locks it down. And then we go to the other side, which is basically 2 USB 2.0 ports, hopefully you can see it, and then a standard optical drive for DVD and CD ROMs. Now, that's the front of the MEDION, and as you can see, there's 2 highlights here. They highlight blue, and they actually they glow when you turn on the computer. So I'm going to turn on the computer for you now, and hopefully I can do this. Actually, I won't be able to do it. Here you go. So this is what it looks like, and it's a pretty nice laptop. Let's turn it up, and then as it boots up, I'll just go through the features of the laptop. So this is the boot up, and this is what you initially get when you buy the laptop. You have all these lights on, this light on, that light on, that light on, and it's starting. And this will be like a brief way to show you how fast the computer is in booting up, because it has a SSD built in. So see, just pretty much instant. So let's go through the main features. There's a speaker and another speaker, left and right of course, and also there's a subwoofer on the bottom, and this allows for Adobe Home Theater V4 experience, basically, as you can see from the sticker. If it focuses. Now on here we have some different touch sensitive buttons, and let me just go through this screen. It's a 17.3 inch screen, and it's 1920 by 1080 resolution, which is HD, and probably like the best you can get on the laptop, and it's for a cheap price as well. If you opt for the 15.6 inch, that is a 1600 by 900 resolution. So if you want the 1920 by 1080, then you have to go for the 17.3, because that's the only one that actually has it. I was actually originally going to go for the 15.6 inch, but then I realized it was only a 1600 to 900 resolution, so I ended up getting the 17.3, and you know, I'm actually proud that I ended up getting it. So anyway, let's go through the different touch sensitive buttons, and that is the P1. The P1 basically allows you to set a program to use to open with, and I don't have one set right now, so I can't actually show you, but let me just close this down first. And next to it is a movie. It's pretty much a button that brightens up the screen for movies, and it opens up Windows Media Player as well. Let's turn that off, and then we have the turbo fan button, which basically just makes the fan go crazy, as you can hear. Okay, let's turn it off, because yeah, you have to do it once. And this button is to turn on the camera, as you can see there. Turn it back off now. If I can press the button. Nope. Okay. There's the power button, power on button, and it glows. Wi-Fi indicator, which you can use to turn off Wi-Fi or turn it back on. The Bluetooth touch sensitive button, I have no idea what this does, and the eject button, which basically allows you to open it. Yep. Here they give you a chiclet keyboard, an Apple keyboard kind of style, and it's quite nice. It's very comfortable to use. I would recommend it if you do a lot of work, like you type up a lot of documents, then you will like this keyboard. I personally like it, but if it's for gaming, then I would recommend getting an external keyboard. Of course, you don't have to listen to me, because you know, my opinion isn't your opinion after all. Then we have let me just say, it's got a full number pad, and it's very spaced out, but it's exactly the same as the 15.6 inch one, except it's just on the 17.3 inch one, which is kind of sad. It could have been made bigger, but it doesn't matter. So we go into the stickers. Actually, let's go to the trackpad. The trackpad is awful. The buttons are very unresponsive, and I'm just going to turn this off because I absolutely hate it. I don't like it. So I just use my gaming mouse over the Razer Mamba 2012, and the buttons aren't that good. They're very stiff, so I wouldn't recommend using this. Not very responsive. So we have Adobe Home Theater V4 sticker showing that it has a really good sound system. We have the NVIDIA GTX 670M in this laptop, meaning that you can pretty much play any game you possibly want to at decent settings, at decent frame rates. And there's Optimus, NVIDIA Optimus. Basically, it can switch between the Intel graphics, HD graphics 4000, and the 670, and that improves your battery life and your performance as well. You have a Core i7 processor inside this, and it's the 3610 QM, which is a really good processor. It's a Ivy Ridge processor, and you have Windows 7 Home Premium already installed. And basically, it's a very good laptop. I would recommend it. And let me just say that the system itself is a Fingerprint Magnets, as in the first time I opened it and I put one finger on it, and there's literally just an instant fingerprint. So if you don't like fingerprints, you will need to use the cleaning cloth that they provide you constantly in order to wipe it down. Overall though, it's very good in performance. It can play any game at decent frames. You can take this around. It's about 3.8 kilograms, and that's quite heavy for a laptop. But if you're used to carrying like really heavy, like a really heavy rucksack or something, then you won't have any problem taking this around. I mean, it's just for some people that are used to like MacBook Pros and MacBook Airs, which are extremely light for their size, then you won't actually like this laptop, I don't think so. I mean, the depth itself, when you close the laptop, it's 56 millimeters. I actually read it before I bought it, and I couldn't believe it. And when I got it, it's really big. But now I don't mind, because I leave it at home most of the time. It's like a desktop replacement for me, basically. Oh, and let me just say, there's the 3.0 megapixel camera over there. And yeah, it's extremely fast. There's an 80 gig SSD and a 750 gig HDD inside, which basically means all your storage needs are pretty much met. Anyway, thank you for listening to my review, and I hope I've helped you decide on whether you want to buy this or not. Peace. Not peace. Okay. See ya.